Stupidly epic. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another special video for you guys. I wasn't planning on doing a review of the game, but I just decided, well, since I'm doing a video, I might as well do a wee bit of editing, and not so much editing as the Yakuza video. The Yakuza video is insane for editing. But yeah, I've got some clips like thrown together for this episode, and I decided to do a quick review of Kuni II, guys. I've still not finished the story of the game yet. I'm still ploughing through it. That's why it's not like a full, wouldn't say it's like a full review or anything like that. I'm on like chapter 8, and I think there's like 9 chapters altogether, so I'm pretty close to the end, but not totally there yet. So Kuni II is a sequel to Kuni I. You might be laughing at yourself, like, obviously this is the second one. Yeah, it's not quite that clear cut, because the second game stars a completely different set of characters. It's set in the same world, but it's not. It doesn't have the same characters from the first game in it. There are like a couple of nods here and there to like characters from the previous game, but yeah, for the most part it's an entirely new cast. So yeah, there's total like cool things in this game. So you've seen some of the fighting there. This thing here is called the Tactic Tweaker. So what happens in this, right, is you're able to spend battle points in order to unlock points for you to accumulate into each of these slider bars here. And what you're able to do with the slider bars is, say you want to be strong against this type of enemy, which is like a fairy type enemy, you put all your points into the total slider to go up to like fairy fighting. You know, fight the beautiful creatures sort of enemies. And there's loads of different things. Like you can have it so that the game favours you, giving you more experience points over money, or giving you more experience points over loot, or giving you more money over getting like armors and weapons, or giving you more armor or weapons over giving you you know, consumable items or whatever. You know what I mean? So you've got like all these little tweakers and like things that allow you to change the parameters of the game. So if you see like a really tough enemy coming up and you know its type, you can go into the Tactic Tweaker and tweak tweak your tactics to the point where you can make that fight really easy, because you know what type it is. You can go against its type, be strong against its element or whatever, you know. So yeah, so it's a really cool little system that gives you a little bonuses to. From what I've seen, it doesn't detract. So say you put 5 points into fighting fairies, it won't give you a negative 5 against fighting what they call brutal creatures or something like that. It doesn't go the negative way. It only goes the positive way for you, for the player, as far as I'm aware anyway. But yeah, I really do enjoy it. It's really cool. This is one of the sort of tougher creatures. Like you would, like if you were playing World of Warcraft, this would be considered like an elite, you know. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like one of the harder creatures that are just kind of on the planet. You can fight them as a sort of like mini boss or whatever, you know. But my goodness, what a cool game! Like if you were to compare the first game to something like Pokemon or Digimon, this game is more like Suikoden mixed with Kingdom Hearts. The combat is very real time. It's hack and slashy, but you're able to sort of use magic via your menus and things like that. Well, not menus. It's actually hotkeyed to your buttons. So if you hold like, I think it's R2, it'll come up with all your different like magical attacks that you can use rather than the hack and slash. You know. But you can jump in combat. You jump with I think you jump with the circle button. You attack with the square and triangle buttons. And square is light attack, triangle is heavy attack. I don't really use heavy attack all that much, But there are pros to using heavy attack, because in the combat, like the tactic tweaker, you can increase the damage that your heavy attacks do, you know? So this part here is called the Kingdom Builder, and this is just one of the shops that you can get in your kingdom. What you can do is essentially what the story is. Evan here is trying to build a kingdom where everybody can live happily and peacefully forever. And so in order to do that, you've got to recruit armies, you've got to recruit people, and you can recruit all these like spellcrafters who'll make you new spells, and armorers and like weaponsmiths and things like that. And the great thing about this game is that each one of these people that you recruit is an individual person. They're not just like palette swaps of characters, they're actually their own modelled characters, and that is so flippin' cool. One thing I will say, see this total spell thing here that I'm showing you right now? Go into that as soon as you can. As soon as you make like a total, like the spell works in your kingdom, go in there and try and learn as many spells as you can, because I didn't realise that you could do that until like later on in the game. Like my character's like level 35 here. I should have been doing this like 10 levels ago or something. Yeah, it's total crazy, because you can recruit all these people, and recruiting more people allows you to research things faster. If you're wondering whether this game uses like real currency in order to like do all these or speed things up, no, it doesn't. If you want to speed the process up, you can pay for it with the in-game currency that your kingdom earns just over time, and it's on an hourly rate. So like the bigger your kingdom, the more money you earn in an hour. But if you want to speed the process up, you can only use the gold that's in the game. There's no microtransactions or anything in this game, thank goodness, because you could see how they would be able to like screw the entire player base over with microtransactions in that sort of kingdom building section, and that's horrible, and you don't want that. You don't want that. But yeah, guys, man, what a cool game! What an awesome game. Like I said, just a quick wee review. This wasn't meant to be anything extensive, anything long. There's a whole like army thing, like battle system that I've still not even covered yet. The game's lasted me 40 hours so far, and there's still no signs of it, you know, coming to a conclusion yet. There's there's side missions. There's like Swift Solutions is back, and then like, there's just so much. There's so much to the game. The characters are adorable. The music's great. Oh my goodness! Oh, there's so much. Thank you so very much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.